Welcome everyone to the second part of the Speedfast Racing GP2 live stream at Azerbaijan. When we were about to start the race, someone left the session and the lobby got stuck. So here is the lobby for the race, where we will have Golden Crimson on pole position in front of Frederick. So and I'm today. If you have missed it, with Gareth and myself Jingling Wild. So we'll be waiting when everyone ready's up.
I don't think they're ready up just yet. I do believe we're missing one person. Obviously Wilder Billy has not come in. Oh no, sure you have, yeah, was it? Who's not here? Billy is. Billy is. I think that's everyone. To be honest, everyone is in. So just waiting to get going. I'm not sure who they're waiting for right now. They're waiting for someone. Oh, now they're ready enough.
Okay, good news. So we will be racing finally.
So we've got 18 drivers, unfortunately. Schwab is not here. I'm unsure if that's just due to badly lacking. I don't know. Unfortunately, he's not in this race anymore.
So hopefully we'll see him next week at the Canadian Grand Prix.
Oh, I'm definitely. He'll be back for GP3 next week. There's no doubt about that. But I won't be there. I will be racing in Canada.
The drivers don't need to forget to put their setups on, as you sometimes see.
Oh, I've done that for too long. Forgot to put a setup on. Not only that, the guys need to make sure they're on the correct tyres. Good thing is I know who was on which tyre.
I knew that the top 10 was on soft, and I think 12 and 13 were on mediums.
There was only two on mediums, wasn't there? Which was Martin and Cassidy were on the mediums. Top 10, all top 10 are on softs. and everyone else were on hards. So 5 lights, here we go.
Well, Frederick seems to have a very good start in the lead going into turn 1, but there was some contact. And Golden Crimson holds the lead.
Oh, it's going to be an absolute bottleneck into turn 2, and they've all got through. Unbelievable. They're all through.
I haven't seen some front wings flying. No, we lost Chris.
Yeah, but look, wow, that's a big smash.
His right tyre is off. Oh.
There's definitely, James has picked up a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Wadlow Billy. I'm sure that is a huge smash. So somehow, I don't know, I wasn't watching that part, so it looks like a lot of cars got into the same area, and unfortunately Chris just got thrown straight into the barrier. James with another 5-second penalty.
And I see that the safety car is out. I don't see it popping up on the screen, but I see the safety car out, coming out of turn 2.
Yeah, obviously the tyre course is yellow. There's everything flashing safety car. I definitely see it, but there's nothing coming up on the screen saying safety car. And they're all still going quite at a rate of speed as well, so the safety car is there.
Luckily I've put on the mini-map, so you can now see a confirmation that the safety car is on.
Yep, it's definitely there. And I wonder if some of these guys are going to just jump in and pit and get rid of these softs and mediums. And obviously just change strategies, because it's basically a free pit stop.
Golden Crimson jumps in. Golden Crimson and SKM are coming in.
Yeah, there's 2 of them, there's 2 more. Mike and Siri have all come in. They're going to ditch these softs, which is actually the best idea. Get rid of them. Get them off. Loads coming to the pits, but that's obviously just due to wing damage. So the 4 that come in to get rid of the softs, that is a clever strategy. Obviously they've all gone on to mediums, so they could basically mediums and then another set of mediums, job done.
Double stack at the racing point. Both are having damage. That was pretty usual in the Paris Ocon days.
Unfortunately you can't avoid that. When that happens, it happens. If you both got damage, unfortunately you're going to have to sit there and wait and double stack. There's no means and ways around it. You just have to sit and wait. But it is a safety car. Yes, you will be at the back, but it does not mean you're out of the race, because there's still a long way to go.
And after the pit stop from Golden Crimson, it means that Frederick is in the lead with Nabil Ocho in 2nd place. Then we'll have Ebony in 3rd, King David in 4th, and rounding off the top 5 is Quentin.
It's not a bad top 5, but I say those 6 guys on those softs, they're going to be in danger. Well, as soon as that safety car comes in, those soft tyres will be good for maybe 2 laps, and everyone behind him is going to be hunting them down. I would have just got off them straight away, gone onto a medium compound, because it was a free pit stop. You can basically just do mediums to the end of the race. It makes more sense.
Yes,
take your free pit stop, get off the hards, and get off the softs and go medium to the end of the race. It makes more sense. I was just going to look at the chat. Yes, please do watch what you're saying in regards to any drivers. It's not advisable to say that if you have any issues with any driver. Please take any footage and put it in the stewards after the race. It's your best bets. When the red mist falls, just send any footage, or PM them after the race. Don't put it in public, because we don't want to see you having a row with someone else over driving. Please do it privately and send any footage to the stewards. End up. Simple as that. Now then, back to this race. Safety car should come in on this lap, what do you think?
Yeah, everyone is behind, so
it still baffles me why the top 6 did not come into the pits, because they're really going to lose out. They're really going to lose out, because I say give it to around about lap 6, the tyres will be dead. They'll be absolutely dead, unless the top 6 can find a way to pull away a 25-second gap. Then maybe they've got a chance, but I really highly doubt it.
yeah, maybe if one of the top 6 currently are coming in the top 3 with the podium interviews, we could ask them about that. Why they didn't pit on the first lap.
That's right. Your biggest advantages out of all this, believe it or not, is Nelly and Wildler Billy. Dave still on the hards, so they didn't stop. They didn't take the chance. Dave actually got the better strategy because in the safety car they can make those hards will last a hell of a lot longer now. So the softs we know are going to last around about lap 6, 7 before those guys have to pit in. The guys on the mediums are going to have to pit around about 14, 15, 16. The guys on the hards can go longer than that.
Yeah,
so they've got the biggest advantage, and they can go into the softs at the end of that race. So watch out for Nelly and Billy. Just watch out for them come the end of the race. I think they're going to be dark horses.
Safety cars coming in, and now Frederick can set the pace. And in real life, we have seen in GP2 where they're going earlier than the safety cars going into the pits when they slam on the brakes out straight. Hopefully that isn't the case around here.
That is something unfortunately I did experience in GP4 last season. Senna was actually quite hard done by it. Obviously the safety car came in, some of the guys bolted and realised the safety car wasn't all slammed down. Unfortunately Senna had some extreme damage because of it and wasn't very happy. So you have to be careful on safety car restarts, but this one was nice and clean as they're all going through into turn 1 nicely. Very nicely indeed, they are nice and easy.
Even he's really knocking at the door of Nebulaccio after this restart.
Yeah, Ben's had an absolutely fantastic restart. The YouTuber himself, you'll check his videos out, they are really, really good. And obviously he did come out as was it last week? Did he win last week?
I don't remember, but I think he won in the Netherlands Grand Prix.
Yeah, yes, Ben did win the Dutch Grand Prix, did get a second in Spain. Didn't turn up for Monaco, don't know why, maybe because it's just Monaco.
Yeah.
But obviously Mike down in P12 was is Mr. Monaco at the moment. And obviously he's down in 12th place, 4 tenths behind X Gamer. So Golden Crimson, I think Nelly got past Crimson, or unless Crimson got past Billy, I'm not sure. But just watch out for those hard drivers. Nelly's only 7 tenths, now 9 tenths, pulling it back in every now and again to mine, so it's definitely going to be good to see what happens there. A couple of gaps starting to open up now.
We can now enjoy the slipstream party behind Nebulaccio, P2.
The slipstream train, this is what you're missing out in it, Robin. A good old chain, it's a slipstream game.
Well, enough of the jokes. Now who's pitting. With King David making
fastest lap of the 1:43.6, and Nebulaccio has pitted, has seen what it can do. Oh, he's had a front wing damage.
Oh, did Nabil got damage?
He's gone into the mediums. Interesting tactic. I would have gone for the hards at this point. I would have gone for the hards because they would have gone for the entire race.
Maybe he doesn't want to take the risk.
Taking the risk, he's still losing 30 odd seconds. I would have gone onto the hards and just nursed him.
Oh, even he has missed his breaking point and dropped a lot of places.
You don't want to be doing that, not around here. Because we all know, if anyone watches one of the original GP2 races, one Raghunathan, I believe it was, did a 35-point turn. and still couldn't get his car to turn the right way. Do watch it, it's hilarious.
Yeah, if you have some time, just enjoy that one and try not to laugh.
Or just watch his entire season. How on earth he got into F2 anyway, it's beyond me. Because he just was nothing. I don't even know how he got there. Maybe Daddy's checkbook got him up there, I suppose.
And somehow he got a point last season in Formula 2.
Yeah. He got a point, we don't know how he got a point, but apart from I was too busy taking everyone out of the track, or not knowing how to go around Monaco, or not knowing how to spin his car around or do a U-turn.
And now even he has a double toe from the Alfa Romeos.
He does, he's on a better tyre, but those tyres will be getting a bit worn now, so he won't have as much grip as what he wants. He can't even get close to Nelly, can't pass Nelly at all. Nelly on the slower tyre, but say Nelly.
Oh! Nelly taps the rear of his teammate.
You don't want to be doing that. You do not want to be doing that. Crimson will not give up position for anybody. He will defend like crazy, but it's a bit unfortunate for Nelly. Obviously having a clash with your teammate is not always the best of things. So Nelly drops down to 15th, but still in a prime position. Yes, might have lost a lot of time, might have dropped a lot of position, but still on the better tyre.
And Nabil is in the pits again for another front wing, and going on to the hards now.
Oh, he's gone on to the hards. Nabil Archo is really struggling, had a great start, and must have listened to me. And then going on to those hards. Again, it's the better choice, can go to the end of the race now. Keep it at the wall and go to the end of the race.
And I think we'll soon see the top 4 and even going into the pits for the change.
See, Billy has also come into the pits as well, so Billy's still struggling in regards to...
Oh, we have yellow. We have yellow, that's I think another safety car. Yes, it is.
It's Cassidy, he's lost it into Castle.
Oh.
He's got no front wing.
So that's a free pit stop for the soft guys. And probably all the medium.
It's a free pit stop for anyone, so in theory everyone could just jump onto a new set of hards and that's it.
So that's a bit of a goodbye to the undercut strategies and the overcuts.
Well, then again, if everyone's losing front wings, I see Billy's lost a bit of his front wing. He was struggling last night, to be honest, when it came to get around this track, because he's dropped all the way back down again.
Golden Crimson stays out, but he pitted already.
Crimson staying out, Sirius, Mike, James.
The medium runners are staying out.
They are staying out, which is quite odd. Maybe some of these guys don't think that the mediums can last. Sorry, that the hards can last, but they can. The hards will last the end of the race from lap 6 onwards.
And Ebony goes from soft to medium.
Ooh, I'm not too sure. The mediums... being on the mediums right now will not benefit you at all. Yes, you can make them last 20 laps, but you're in very, very high danger of getting a puncture.
Yeah, but I think he's on a 2-stopper. I'm sure about that.
It's very interesting what's going to happen here. I mean, like I say, but Billy has actually just found himself in a bit of luck right now. So is Ocho, as that safety car's actually happened, so they could just roll up to the back of the grid and just keep themselves nice and tidy. So Billy's got a set of used hards on right now, which is saying they're 5 laps old.
Yeah, you only got one set of hards.
Not if you set it with a harder setup, you don't. Because say in the old game you used to be able to get like 2 sets of softs, set of mediums and a set of hards for qualifying. So if you actually still set your tyre setup to hard, it will give you more of a hard tyre. It will give you more hard tyres during the race. So if you got it set up to hard, it will give you 2 sets of hards. Guaranteed. So the second safety car, we've had more safety cars in this race than we have in the first 2 combined.
You've got more safety cars than race laps, actually.
Yes, that safety car's led more laps than we have laps. Still think the medium runners are going to lose out here. I mean, like I said, they can pull out gaps, but it all depends how big a gap they can pull. Say the guys right at the back, one of them. It's basically all mixed up now. Apart from Crimson's the only one who's been able to stay at the front all the time. Everyone else has just petered off at the back somewhere. Senna overall's only lost one position if you look at it all here. We just double check.
I just see the Cassidy just pitted for hearts.
So people are learning. It's just a hard. Just get out to the hearts, and you will get to the end of the race.
Yeah.
Winners and gainers. Your biggest gainer is Mr. Internet himself, James. TLH.
Mr. Internet.
Mr. Internet. He's gained 12 positions.
Yeah, he started at the back and now he's up to 5th.
That's incredible.
Has made his pit stop to the mediums.
He has. He's only made the one stop. Unfortunately, Ocho, Billy have all had 2 stops, and Cassidy has had 3. Cassidy's all the way back down there. Safety car should be in this lap, if not the next. And then we can get back to racing. Can Crimson pull away from X? Can Surya dive up the inside? Can Mike do something? Can James glitch himself? Sorry, James, but yeah, Mr. Internet, that's going to happen all day. I say Dobbo with just a preset on, by the way. Dobbo's running a preset and he's up in 8th place.
And I'm already telling to James, once there is a mega joke of you, you'll always get a joke. Like me.
Hey, you're a train game.
I've heard it now for almost a year now.
Yes, Tim, it is a safety car. How? Well, the reason for it, Cassidy lost his entire front wing during Castle. So that'll be the reason why there was a safety car.
But the safety car is now coming in, and look at X-Gamer, he's well alert.
This is the only problem when people start trying to back up. They want to get alongside, and you really don't. You don't want to be alongside anyone. You just want to be just holding back. Leave space between each other because there's no need to be right up someone. There we go. That's a brilliant start. And Senna picks up a 5-second penalty with a collision with Martin. Not sure what happened there. I did see Senna really going quite fast, and just could have just mistimed it, so it could be some wing damage for Senna, which we're just going to double check on now. No wing damage, so it looks like he's got away with it, but he does have a 5-second penalty. I'm sure he will take that to the stewards. We're down in 11th place and out of points. Right. The castle ruin. So Tim obviously does the commentary on GP4 on Mondays. It says that castle section ruins more races.
Whoa! Cassidy with a big dive on Nabil at turn 4, but he's got the position. But very
yeah, like I say, if you're confident with your setup and confident in how you're racing, go for your dives. But you know, just make sure you're not gonna. Oh, it's getting a big close up into Castle with the Haas McLaren and the Alfa Romeo.
Frederick is out!
Friedrich's out, Friedrich's gone. Oh wow, he's done Leclerc. And I tell you what, that was a whoop. And 5-second penalty for Ocho as well. But I tell you what, during all that, I tell you, Billy just did one of the biggest power slides of your life to get round a stricken Friedrich.
And once again, we have the third safety car, and it's only lap 9.
The third hit safety car, so we're getting one lap of racing. So we'll see. So the castle section ruins more races than Hamilton after turn 1. Well, that was a huge crash from Friedrich. That was Leclerc all day long. Went straight into it. Must have lost his braking. Nabalotcho with no front wing again. So he's going to be coming in for the 3rd time. So X Game is in the pits, so is Keeper, and so is Gobbo, so Martin Seltzin as well. So it looks like they're going to be jumping onto those hearts. It's the only way. The only way you can do it. But theoretically, you can jump on the mediums now. The mediums will last.
But
Mediums will last to the end of the race. But that all depends if you can keep your wing on.
yes, and I think the hearts are at this point a better option, as you'll have the constant pace, and the medium you'll struggle on the final laps of the race.
You will struggle on the final laps, but if you're really good, your rears should be around about 65 to 70% come lap 26. I found out personally myself yesterday, and they can last, but you are pushing it into danger. So I still think the fresh hard runners have the advantage. Those guys on 7-lap old mediums. Snelly picks up a 5-second penalty. Everyone just keeps colliding into each other. Come on, guys, leave a bit of space with each other. You know you're coming into a very tight section. Back off, or brake. Otherwise, you're going to be ruining your own race if you're trying to close up to someone during a safety car, and it's inevitable you're going to hit each other.
Well, with my game, it doesn't pop up the safety car and doesn't pop up the race control. So I think I'll need you more than ever now with penalties and whatever.
I shall do what I can when it comes to penalties, but there's a lot of 5 seconds floating around right now. I'll tell you that now, as Billy has he's lost his front end plate again.
Okay. Yeah, his left front is gone now.
Billy, I love you, mate. Honestly, you're a class driver. I don't think street circuits for you, my friend. You've not had a good couple of races, but I'm sure next week you're going to come back fine when we go to, weirdly enough, another street circuit.
Yeah, it's a street track indeed.
It is classed as a street circuit. So yeah, 3 street circuits in a row. A lot of people don't realise it is, because, well, it doesn't look like one, does it? But it is, and Billy into the pits yet again for another front wing.
Now I've actually got a question, and that question is, how many laps did we race?
How many laps did I race?
No, we race in this race?
I think we've had a grand total of 4 racing laps. Because a safety car will do 3, so I don't know, maybe 2. We've got 2 racing laps.
Yes, I think 2.
No, I honestly don't know. I've lost count. All I know is that Bird Mylander has led this race more than what Crimson has. So I think driver of the day at the moment is the safety car driver, Bird Mylander. I think that's his name.
And apparently in at the Mugello race coming up this weekend, we'll have a red safety car. That will be pretty weird to see that one.
The which safety car, sorry?
The safety car is going to be red for coming up this weekend for our 1000th race.
Mugello, yeah. I'd tell you what, I have seen the Mugello track. I do watch a lot of the motor racing, so after the Formula 1 and Super Cup and everything I usually watch, they also hold the Ferrari Challenge. And I tell you what, looking at that track, it looks extremely old. It's going to be quite interesting because some of the curves look like they haven't been changed in about 40 years. And the gravel traps look like proper gravel traps. As soon as you're in them, you're dug in, done. It's going to be an interesting race, to say the least. It doesn't look, I don't know. It doesn't look like a Formula 1 track. It just doesn't seem to. It's like Brands Hatch or Donington Park. They just don't look like Formula 1 tracks. And unfortunately, Mugello doesn't look like that.
Yes, but I think qualifying will be exciting there, and the race a lot less.
Oh, I'm sure it will. But I do see a lot of retirements in Mugello. I can just see it. But we are away racing again.
Oh, Mike is really up the rear, same as James Lage. At 3
Mike's got
wide
up the inside of
almost.
Syria, Mike's through. Mike is through.
Oh,
He's into second
hit the
place.
wall.
People stop hitting walls. Honestly.
Oh, King David goes with the inside. Senna, that's the rear for McLaren.
Senna lost 2 places there as well. I don't know what's going on in this race. I mean, it's got more safety cars than, what was it, 2017, whatever.
Oh, racing point in the wall. Oh my goodness.
Dobbo hit that wall hard. And people just stopped down. Martin has
gone.
Just rolled up. He's doing a Ragunathan and he's retired. Why is Martin retired there? I'm quite unsure. Why not just go to the pit lane? Unfortunately, his AI is just trying to do a Ragunathan right now and can't seem to turn the car around.
Hope his car stays there.
Well, it's not going anywhere. I'm waiting. It's still the other flag. Car is still classed as moving. AI is still moving this car right now. I'm sorry if we're just trying to take away from the. There it is. It's gone. They finally gave up. So when I was talking about Ragunathan trying to do a 31-point turn, thank you, Martin Selt, you proved it right there. So perfect. We have a purple sector from Crimson at last. We have a purple sector who's pulled out in over 2 seconds from Mike in second place, who's 1.3 ahead of James, who's now in P3. Mr. Internet in P3 right now.
And we have done finally a race lap. Let's see if we can do 2.
And it's the fastest lap of the race because I think it's the only proper lap we've had.
Only on lap 13.
So, in regards to what I was saying about doing a 31-point turn, Tim is just actually tempted to go to that runoff area and try my best. Please do it, Tim. Honestly, please do it. I want to see what you do compared to Ragunathan to test side by side. It'd be hilarious. That'd be brilliant. But anyway, let's get back to the race. So far, there's no safety car. We've actually got we're halfway through this race, and we're finally racing.
And we're on 50% of the race. That's.
We're halfway through the race, and the gap for the entire field is about. It is 13.3 seconds. What a race! Everyone is so close, thanks to the safety car.
Indeed.
In regards to resetting your car, it can only be done at the castle. The castle only. Can't do it anywhere else, just the castle.
Yes, and I see that King David is showing quite a good pace on the hard tyre in the car.
But yeah, we're talking about King David. He's closing up on James T. Late right now. I didn't see King David get past Syria, but he has. James is looking a bit slow right now. He seems to have just dropped off massively. He's losing a lot of time behind Mike. Crimson with another fast lap of 42.9, and the pit stop window is opened.
For those who are on the medium strategy.
After some avoided in the 7 pit stops already. So Jeff believes, I know you've been behind the safety car for the entire race, but we think it's time to change the tyres, even though this should be totally fine. Thanks, Jeff.
And King David goes up to P3 after overtaking his teammate.
He does. James is doing a lot of. He's locking up a lot. If that was a real, I mean, like I say, if that was any sort of real driver doing that, I'm not sure trying to race on 50p pieces is quite comfortable. And I think as one Kimi Räikkönen found out when his wheel fell off because when they weren't allowed to change tyres. But King David is in prime position to win this.
Oh, from Wingle for James.
What a smiley! How on earth he survived that? That was an absolute huge wallop. James has had in the castle section. It was huge, and now he's still going. I don't know. But
this means that Syria will get the DRS now.
So the train behind James now. The turn one's going to be very interesting. I think we're going to have to watch this turn one with Syria, Quinton, Ben, Nelly, and I think Senna is at the back of that train as well. Yes, he is. But I think King David, I'm going to put my money out there now. I think King David is going to win this race.
Yeah, it's also Golden Crimson and Mike.
Whoa! Okay, so Suriet and James. Suriet comes in
12 level mediums.
12 level mediums, yeah, that'd be the reason why they're going to be absolutely dead.
And
Yeah, those mediums are not on. Billy picks up a 3-second penalty. I did forget about Billy. He's up there in 10th place at the moment in the Haas as a reserve driver, so he's still going at this present moment in time. But those medium runners, Crimson and Mike, will need to stop again. Quinton, Ben and Nelly, their tyres will be utterly destroyed at the end. So if I can calculate this correctly, as long as no one hits the wall or gets another safety car, I do believe your top three, this is just a prediction, not a spoiler, I do believe it'll be King David, Senna, and Cassidy, if not X Gamer, right up there. I believe Billy and Ocho can make those tyres last to the end.
And
that's for Quinton, Ben, Nelly, Crimson and Mike. Well, the Crimson and Mike, definitely, they need to pit again. But Quinton, Ben and Nelly, they're going to be extremely slow at the end.
Yes, and X Gamer has the freshest tyres of let's say, from the Hearts. So he could be in very good contention.
Quite right. I mean, Suri and James might be able to do a bit of a late charge at the end, but it's going to be quite interesting. Cassidy on the back of Senna right now.
So change that for P7.
And Senna's not giving that position up, but Senna's going to go into turn one to get that position back. No, he can't get it.
Not enough.
But Senna does drop down to P8 with his teammate just right behind him. But Senna will get DRS down these, obviously into the next straight.
And his teammate X Gamer is getting pressurized by Wild Billy on quite fresh mediums.
Billy might have the fresher mediums, but all X Gamer has to do is keep him there and take opportunity he possibly can to keep him there, because I see Billy's sliding quite a lot.
Yeah, he was drifting through turn 2 at the exit.
He's no Ken Block, I tell you that. Obviously back at the front, Crimson has now got a 5.3 second gap. I'd love to see what state of his tyres are right now.
I think he's trying to make a gap to not lose too many positions at his second pit stop.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get a gap to where he can still be with a chance of podium or at least go for the win itself. But he's going to should lose around about 25 seconds in the pit stop, if not a little bit more. So at the moment, he'll put him down in 12th if he pitted right now.
There will be 12th place. But with the fighting going on behind him, he can make more positions. As we now see both McLarens are pretty close. We'll see a change for P4 between them.
Should do. Ben is round the back of Quinton. No, I think he's just drafting him, just drafting him along. To try and pull away from Nelly behind, which is actually quite clever. If you can work out the draft round here, it can work into your advantage.
Oh, it's 3 wide, I think. No, Senna and Cassidy are just playing.
Yeah, Senna flying back for that position for P7, which he has got.
Why Billy's in the pits? For
Billy
another
again
front
in
wing.
the pits. Another front wing. And Dobbo's in the pits as well.
That must be also from front wing. Yes.
Yes, it is, but it's not the otherness. A little bit of damage. So they're both in. It's still showing Billy on the hard tyres.
Yeah, on a used set.
Interesting. Would have gone to the mediums, to be honest, unless he's only got used mediums now. They won't last, but mediums will last 11 laps quite easily.
Oh, Mike lost the rear coming out of the old Castle section.
There's just those, but there's those rear tyres. They're starting to die. When you start losing that back end, you know they're going. You know they're going.
Yeah, and King David is closing in very increasingly. So I'll assume.
Yes. I say that gap will start to reduce extremely quite quickly, but it's still trying to be able to. King David got 8.3 behind the leader right now, so he still has a bit of a gap, and it's not. It seems to be staying at that. Surprising now, those tyres really must be going. It is. The pit window is open for the medium runners. Again, this would be for Crimson and Mike.
But now the pit window is open for those who want to go on the soft to the end, which I think all Crimson and Mike will do.
This 8 laps on softs, again another big gamble, because they will die off extremely quickly. It is a gamble to do it. It's a big gamble. Because as I mentioned before we started in part 1 of this, I did mention this, if you're on fresh softs against extremely warm mediums, like Crimson's and Mike's are now, your softs are around about 5 to 6 seconds quicker per lap.
That's quite no
joke. That's no joke, by the way. Just watch it from last night. It's immense. I think I passed Spit Dog and G-Man, both of them, who I think G-Man was about 12 seconds ahead of me with 3 laps to go. And I finished 15 seconds ahead of him. So, yeah. That's the drop off. It's huge. And Dobbo has retired in the pit lane. Dobbo's had enough.
Enough of the carnage around here, and the luck isn't going his way. And King David is really going to Mike, and Ebony is at the back of King David. But Ebony is on the medium.
So is Crimson going to jump in the pit? No, he's not. He's going for another lap. Is Mike going to jump in the pit? These guys must be doing it. And Mike is going to go for the undercut.
Mike's
yes,
going in.
Mike's coming in now. He's going for the undercut. It's his best option to do it now.
And Ebony goes for P2, overtaking King David. But Ebony will, I think, also pit or will he go to the end?
Yeah, Ben's tyres will drop off at the end, so King David will be able to fight back on this one. Mike does drop down to P11, but is on completely fresh softs. So all you gotta do now is just watch the gap disappear between him and Ocho. 5.1 seconds, 4.7 out the first corner alone. But what will Crimson do? Will he bite the chip? Will he get in now? Because say if he tries to stay out on those tyres for another 7 laps, he's in danger of puncture. He's in puncture territory now, to be honest.
Yes, I would love to see as a spectator his state of his tyres, but sometimes you see in F1, which isn't true for most of the time, but will be a nice future.
We've got a VSC. We do have a VSC.
Oh, that's...
He gets a 5-second penalty for severe collision with X-Gamer, so...
That's probably why Golden Crimson slowed down. I maybe thought he would have a puncture, but it's a VSC luckily, so it's a free pit stop for him.
It is a free pit stop. It is free pit stop because he will be able to gain a bit of time. Is he going in? Is he staying on? He dives in. It's a late dive in, so he gets the pit stop.
There's no point staying out.
Pit stop. But what's going to happen with Mike? Can Mike Ocho gets a 5-second penalty for corner cutting? It's green flag racing. It's green flag. Billy gets a drive-through penalty to the VSC. Can Mike jump? I don't know if he's too far behind. Crimson's got it. Crimson keeps the lead.
And only has a little 10 seconds of the lead. So
that's incredible. That VSC really helped them out there, to be honest. If there was no VSC, I think Mike would have jumped in.
Oh, Nabil was retired in the pits.
Oh dear, there goes Ocho again. That's another DNF to his name. I hope he does. Yeah, he's sure he'll do a lot better come next week. And at the street circuit of Ile Notre Dame in Montreal, Canada.
Golden Crimson already overtakes his teammate. I think that's more.
And he is in the pits again.
How many pits did he make today?
I'm not sure why he's in the pits. He's not showing any wing damage. He's on a fresh set of softs. All he's doing is drive-through.
Well, he has made a pit stop. Oh, Escape was going very wide.
This came right on the back end of Casanova. There's 2 lap hole fresher tyres as well. Crimson already up to 3rd.
And only has 8 seconds to Ebony.
Ben.
Could also saying that one.
And Mike is on the back end of peeping out. He should be able to stream past these guys. Going to have a double toe with X Gamer as well. God. He's going to get a triple toe because he's got Cassidy up there as well.
Let's have
Look at this 4-car battle into turn 1.
Oh, almost 3 wide.
Mike gets the fastest
Mike
lap
Griffin!
of 41.
Mike Griffin double
Is
move!
it 2 places? Is he going to get it? He got 2.
He has a Ferrari, still on side.
Can he stay ahead of him? He does. He's going to get DRS again, and this time it's going to be on the Renault of X Game. Oh, wow, that was a brilliant 2-car pass into that. That was awesome. That was fantastic.
It was like a Ricciardo move in 2017 when he made a double overtake on the Williams cars.
Ricciardo, the master of late braking, something I try and do on this game, but I can't.
Oh, here goes Mike, and he pushes.
It's a very deep dive, wasn't it? It looks like he just got stuck behind him and had to dive out, and must be just overbraked himself. There's a car, but he's got him
outside.
He's got the outside line.
Oh no, side by side. Oh, you'll get him on traction.
It's just the immense grip of their soft tyres. They're absolutely crazy right now. Ben does lead the race. Oh god, he's got those tyres are going to be dead in a few laps' time. The Mike now on the back of Senna. Do you see the difference between the soft tyres and every other tyre on this track? They're absolutely amazing when they're fresh.
Oh, the Ferrari goes around the outside of X Gamer. It
can be done. It can be done, but what can Senna do with Mike right behind him?
Nothing really.
Sticking to like glue. As soon as that DRS pops open, it's just a case of yeah, just go past. I wouldn't even defend it. I wouldn't even defend.
And Escape, who lost the position on the previous corner, has got the back already. But Senna doesn't give up, and he gets tapped! Oh no! I think he should have given up that position, man.
Yeah, I did it last night. Some guys on a faster tyre, a lot fresher, faster tyre. There's no point trying to defend something because you're not in the same battle. You're not in the same fight.
Yeah. So why would you try to fight if you pretty much know that you can't defend it, really?
It was something I was going on about last night with the G-Man in chat. I gave him utter respect and I really appreciate it because he was on extremely warm medium and I was catching him like 3 seconds a sector and I was on fresher softs. He just moved out of the way. He lost the back end, but instead of trying to defend, he just moved to one side and led me through because he knew I was on such a better time. There was no point defending, and I think that should have been the case there. Senna should have just let him go.
And we're now having Golden Crimson on the back of King David.
Yeah, he does. It just should be an easy one for Crimson here now.
Has everything in his advantage. And already passing before the DRS. Yes, it is getting darker, but I don't think it's gonna rain. I think it's too late for that one.
Easily gets past King David and has got the inside line as well. Easy move.
And now let's see what is going on P6. Here goes the Ferrari of Frye Pipa.
And you got Cassidy right behind him, but they're also trying to fight X Gamer. X Gamer, does he lose?
Oh my god!
Guys, calm down, please.
Chad was a little bit close for comfort there.
Oh, I think some of these guys are gonna have to need some new pants after this race.
I'm sure they are. And Senna is retiring us. His teammate gets tapped from behind.
Oh no, Senna. He's not had the season he wanted. Our GP4 champion. He's had a string of really poor results. He did his retirement pit lane. Senna, whatever's going on, my friend, I really hope you do get it all sorted out, because I know what talent you have, man. I know what talent you got, Senna. Don't give up, don't give up just yet. You're in a higher league with a lot different class of driver.
Oh! The Ferrari touches the Renault again, but here goes Cassidy. Here goes Cassidy to the inside and gets P7.
Oh, look at this triple left-hander. Oh my god. Lord, watch it. I'm too scared.
Oh, Cassidy hit the wall.
He passes the wall. He does have a bit of end play damage.
Mike is up to 4th, but we're focusing on this battle right now.
I'm on board with I'm just going to call him Peeper. I can't pronounce his name, I do apologise. He's too far back. He's lost a bit of traction coming out the final corner through the S's. He can't see the catch, but Cassidy is right on him now. Can he get through on the first corner? Don't touch, he's got a bit wide. He's got better traction. Oh my god, if you just need a London bus right now.
Oh, no! He's in the wall!
No. Oh, I think X Gamer was pushed round into it to have that mistake. X Gamer did not lose it. He did not lose it. X Gamer had really good traction coming out the corner. Cassie just had it a bit better, and I think Cassie just helped him round.
And let's now focus for the battle of the front, as Crimson has closed the gap to Ben. And can Ben maybe play this tactically with the DRS?
Ben can't. Those tyres are dead. Those tyres are dead.
I'm only hoping for him that he doesn't get a puncture on the final lap and he'll lose his podium.
That's the thing he's going to be very careful of right now. I guess my prediction of top 3 is going right out the window. And Crimson hit the wall. Coming out the S's. Does he have any sort of damage on that car? I don't know.
You're going to lead.
Easy move.
But he's got front wing damage on left front.
Yes, he did. That's a lot of left front wing damage. He was coming out of the S's and just mistimed the right-hander, and obviously just slammed against the wall. That's a lot of damage. That's just on end plate. That's a bit more damage. So, and Ben won't be able to attack him. Next game also retires in. Hasn't retired in the pit lane. He's lost it in the S's. He's lost it coming out of the S's and slammed into the wall. That's both Renaults out.
Oh, contact between James and Quinton for P9.
James had a really good race, and unfortunately he's down there, but he's in the points nonetheless.
Can Ben stay in a second of Golden and Crimson?
It's going to be really difficult. Whether it can, because he won't have the traction of those rears. Let's say 1.2 seconds just going through Castle alone. Crimson's got this easily. Just going back to the chat, Storm is saying he thinks Billy is using time trial setup as quali was okay, but race is struggling. Storm, I did the same thing. I always use a TT setup for anything. Martin's also saying top track really can have your race ended by a car in front when following. Yes, it can happen. It really can happen.
Can you look to the penalties of Golden Crimson and Ebony or Ben?
So let's just have a quick check on the penalties as it is to see what is what as we do move into basically the last lap.
No.
Crimson at this moment has no penalties, has 2 warnings. Ben, nothing, not even a warning to Ben at all. King David, no warnings at all. Mike has just one warning. Nelly has a 5-second penalty.
Oh.
So the only one who can actually get a penalty is Golden Crimson.
Yeah.
Crimson is the only one that can get one because he's got 2 warnings to his name. Everyone else is pure clean.
Just keep it between the limits and you will be the winner.
I really hope Ben can hold those tires on for a little bit longer because they got to be very dangerous right now. Dobbo has left.
Well, Ben is closing in.
I think I should retired a long time ago.
Ben is closing in a bit, but it's not enough.
No, they say those softs will be in the same sort of region as those mediums right now. The softs have gone past the best.
Yes, and Mike isn't even gaining on King David anymore, so that's really the distance the softs can go. Otherwise, Little Billy is getting lapped on the final lap.
Billy's just trying to find a bit of race form again, as he does want to get that back. He used to be a very extremely good racer. He's not had the easiest seasons as it is. I think Ben just into the S's just then, but there it is.
The winner of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in GP2 is Golden Crimson, with Ben finishing second under a second, with King David getting P3. Those 3 will get a podium interview. Here we have Mike. Gutted that the Virgil safety car came out when he pitted for the softs, but still a good P4 for him. And Anthony Nelly from the back of the grid finishes in P5. There we have Fry, Pieper in P6. Closely the photo finish between Cassidy and Surriot, with Cassidy finishing 6th, Surriot 7th, Quentin 8th, Fry, Pieper 9th, and James Steele H in P10 with White Lord Billy getting lapped in P11. The rest are all retired. And the driver of today is Anthony Nelly, as pretty much expected. So if you can invite the top 3, then we can do the interviews really quick.
I just need to find them. I don't think I have them all added. Give me a second here. I shall do it. Ugh.
King David has left the session, so I don't think we'll have him in the party. And apparently we're back into the lobby. I haven't seen the race results, so
not sure what's happened there. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the race results either because I was trying to get people in, and I'm still trying to get people in.
let's wait if we can get the race winner and Ben in second place. He usually joins the podium interviews.
Crimson can't join us, he's not charged his headset.
Okay. So I think it will only be Ben if he's coming. Yes, there we have him. Hello Ben.
Hello.
So how was your race? And yeah, just tell.
Very hectic. I think with the loads of safety cars at the first couple of laps on the VSCs, just didn't really know where anyone was in terms of pit strategy, and decided to take the mediums to the end, which almost got me the win. But I think my right rear ended up on like 75%, so I was lucky not to get a puncture or anything. And I'll be honest, yeah, when Crimson came past, I mean he set a lap time that was 3 seconds quicker than my fastest lap, and I didn't fight it too much. I was more worried about David fighting for second.
And at the end you came close to Golden Crimson, and were you hoping for maybe a chance to overtake him, or were you just finishing for second?
I was hoping to do a Bottas on Stroll, sort of try and get DRS on that final straight, but I think I was about 1.05 behind on the activation point, and yeah, I think just with my tyres being so old, you know, he just had much better pace, and I think, yeah, definitely the right call to pit under the last VSC, but I had nothing to lose, so probably worth staying out in the end.
So Gareth, do you have questions for Ben?
I do. How are you keeping those tyres alive? Because they must have been dead.
Do you know what? The fronts were like, I think the front left finished on about 40%. The front right was about 50, and it was the rears that were a problem. And I almost lost it a few times. I swear by the mediums. I can't stand the hards, and I'd much rather be on an older set of mediums than a new set of hards. So I had no point in that race that I think I was going to go to the hards.
I honestly thought, you know, you were well inside puncture territory. after nearly having it myself last night, I had to ditch mine after 15 laps. I was at 68 rears. I had to give up on them. I'm not surprised they didn't go. I'm impressed. You kept them alive as well, to be fair. You did really well to, like I say, not only keep them up to telemetry and keep them going, but staying in, you know, keeping up with someone on fresh, in a lot fresher softs at the same time. I mean, if you watch it from last night, even the guys on 16 lap old mediums, I was on fresh softs and I was near enough 6 seconds a lap quicker, so it's mental.
Do you have
Yeah,
any
definitely.
more questions, or can I just end?
I look forward to the YouTube clips. Should be good.
We'll do that one later tonight or tomorrow, but I'll thank you all for watching, and Ben for his second place, and
Thank you.
are good points for his championship. So tomorrow we have the GP1 guys at Baku. Let's see who will be the Street Fighter in that division. So I'll say have a good night everyone, and we'll see you next week for GP2 at Canada.